Welcome to Intelligence Gateway.
Network Infrastructure and Resource Lecture 18.8. Explore and elucidate the diverse network configuration services mentioned below and elaborate on their intended purposes in this discussion. We will delve into various network configuration services PaaS and their respective roles in networking. These services include Internet Protocol IP. The Internet Protocol is a fundamental communication protocol used to identify and address devices on the network. It assigns unique IP addresses to devices, enabling them to send and receive data across the Internet or within a local network. IP ensures data packets reach intended destinations by directing them based on the destination IP address. Ports. Ports are communication endpoints associated with specific services or applications running on a device. They allow multiple services to operate simultaneously on a single device. By using different port numbers, ports facilitate the smooth flow of data in and out of devices, enhancing network connectivity and enabling various services like web browsing port 80, email port 25, etc. Packets. Packets are units of data that carry information across networks. When data is transmitted over the Internet or a network, it is divided into smaller packets for efficient delivery. Each packet contains a header with source and destination information, allowing routers and switches to route the packets accurately and reassemble them at the destination. Network Address Translation NAT. NAT is a technique used to convert private IP addresses of devices within a local network into a single public IP address when connecting to the Internet. It helps mitigate the IPv4 address shortage by allowing multiple devices to share a single public IP address. NAT also acts as a security measure, as it hides internal network details from external sources, adding an extra layer of protection. Subdomains. Subdomains are extensions of the primary domain and allow further categorization, organization of resources within a website. They provide a hierarchical structure to URLs, making it easier to navigate and manage various sections of a website independently. For instance, blog.example. Blog.example.com could be a subdomain of www.example.com. Network segmentation. Network segmentation involves dividing a larger network into smaller, isolated segments. This practice is employed to enhance security, performance, and management by separating different types of devices or user groups into individual segments. Network administrators can control access permissions, reduce the impact of security breaches, and optimize network traffic. Investigate and elucidate the various infrastructure services mentioned below, and provide an explanation for their intended purposes. Analyze and clarify the diverse infrastructure services listed below, while offering insights into their respective objectives. Domain Name System DNS. DNS is a critical service used to translate human-readable domain names such as www.example.com into numerical IP addresses, e.g. 192.0.2.1. This translation enables computers to identify and connect with each other over the Internet or within a local network. DNS facilitates efficient and user-friendly web browsing, as users can access websites using easy-to-remember domain names rather than complex IP addresses. Directory Services DS. Directory services are designed to manage and organize information about users, devices, and resources in a network. A directory service maintains a centralized database, known as a directory, containing relevant information such as user profiles, access permissions, and resource locations. It simplifies network administration, enabling efficient user authentication, access control, and resource management. Authentication services. Authentication services are responsible for verifying the identity of users, devices, or services attempting to access network or specific resources. They ensure that only authorized entities can gain access to sensitive information or critical network components. Authentication can involve various methods, such as passwords, biometrics, digital certificates, or multi-factor authentication to establish secure access control. Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol (DHCP). DHCP automates the process of assigning IP addresses and network configuration settings to devices within a network. When a device connects to the network, it automatically provides it with a unique IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, and other necessary parameters. This service simplifies network administration and reduces the risk of IP address conflicts. Routing. Routing is the process of determining the optimal path for data packets to travel from a source to a destination across a network. Routers use routing protocols to exchange information and make intelligent decisions on how to forward packets efficiently. Effective routing ensures reliable data transmission, minimizes network congestion, and optimizes the use of available network resources. Remote access services. Remote access services enable users to access a network or its resources from location outside the physical network perimeter. This is often done through virtual private networks, VPNs, or their secure remote access technologies. Remote access services facilitate flexible working arrangements, remote management of network resources, and secure communication for remote employees or mobile devices. Each of these infrastructure services is crucial for establishing and maintaining a robust and efficient network environment. They collectively contribute to enhanced user experience, streamline network management, and heighten security measures. Conduct an investigation and provide a detailed account of the various resource services mentioned below, along with explanations of their specific use cases. Let's explore and delve into the various resource services listed below. Pass and elucidate their distinct use cases. File services. File services involve the storage, access, and management of files and data on a network. These services provide a centralized platform where users can store and retrieve files from shared locations, fostering collaboration and data sharing among network users. File services are commonly used in organizations to facilitate seamless access to documents, spreadsheets, presentations, and other data across different devices and users. Use cases. Collaborative work. File services enable multiple users to work on the same document simultaneously, promoting teamwork and productivity. Data backup and recovery. By storing files centrally, organizations can implement robust backup and recovery strategies to protect critical data. Print services. Print services facilitate printing documents from various devices connected to a network. A central print server manages print jobs and coordinates with printers to ensure efficient printing operations. Print services are beneficial in environments with multiple users who need to share access to printers. Use cases. Centralized printing management. Print services streamline printer configuration and monitoring, making it easier for administrators to manage printing resources. Resource sharing. In offices or educational institutions, print services enable several users' printers efficiently. Web services. Web services allow communication between different software applications over the internet. These services use standard protocols and data formats, such as XML and JSON, to exchange data between systems. Web services are widely used to integrate diverse applications and services, enabling seamless data transfer and interaction. Use cases. Application integration. Web services facilitate the integration of web applications with back-end systems, enabling data exchange and real-time updates. E-commerce. Online shopping platforms utilize web service to facilitate the integration of web applications with back-end systems, enabling data exchange and real-time updates. E-commerce. Online shopping platforms utilize web services to process payments, manage product catalogs, and interact with shipping services. Mail services. Mail services encompass email communication and management within a network or over the internet. They provide users with the ability to send, receive, and manage emails efficiently. Mail services can be implemented using email servers that handle email storage, delivery, and user authentication. Use cases. Communication. Email services are widely used for professional and personal communication. Enabling quick and asynchronous information exchange. Business correspondence. Mail services support various features like attachments, folders, and sorting, making them essential for business communications. Communication services. Communication services encompass various tools and platforms used for real-time communication and collaboration, such as instant messaging, video conferencing, and voice-over IP VoIP services. Use cases. Remote collaboration. Communication services enable remote teams to communicate effectively, conduct virtual meetings, and share information in real time. Customer support. Businesses often use communication services to provide customer support through live chat or voice calls. Examine a network, which may be either the one utilized within your facility or another network. Investigate how the organization employs the following services to effectively administer their network and cater to its users. Network configuration. Services. Network infrastructure services. Resource services. Analyzing the network utilization within an organization. We will investigate how the following services are leveraged to efficiently manage the network and cater to its users. Network configuration services. Network configuration services encompass various tools and protocols used to manage and modify network settings and devices in the chosen network. These services are instrumental in ensuring seamless communication, resource allocation, and security. The organization employs the following aspects of network configuration services. A. DHCP Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. The organization utilizes DHCP to automate the assignment of IP addresses to devices connected to the network. This streamlines network administration and prevents IP address conflicts, especially in large scale. B. DNS Domain Name System. The organization relies on DNS to translate domain names into IP addresses, allowing users to access websites and services using human-readable names. This enhances user experience and simplifies internet navigation. C. NAT Network Address Translation. NAT is implemented to enable devices within the organization's private network to share a single public IP address. When accessing the internet, this conserves public IP addresses and enhances network security by shielding internal network details from external sources. Network infrastructure services. Network infrastructure services encompass the foundational components and protocols that facilitate data transmission and connectivity within the network. In the chosen network, these services are critical in providing a robust and reliable network environment. The organization effectively utilizes the following. A. Routing. The organization employs routing protocols and routers to ensure efficient data packet delivery through the network. This dynamic routing mechanism helps optimize data paths and minimizes network congestion. B. Switching. Network switches are used to create multiple network segments and efficiently forward data between connected devices. The organization employs switching to enhance network performance and reduce collisions on local segments. C. Firewall. A firewall is implemented to protect the network from unauthorized access and potential security threats. It filters incoming and outgoing network traffic based on predefined security rules, safeguarding sensitive data and resources. Resource services. Resource services encompass various services and applications that facilitate data storage, sharing, and collaboration within the network. The organization effectively utilizes the following resource services. A. File services. The organization provides centralized file storage and access through file servers. This enables users to share documents and collaborate on projects efficiently. B. Print services. Network printers are centrally managed to facilitate printing tasks for all users within the organization. This streamlines the printing process and enhances resource SHARINGC email services. The organization deploys email services to enable seamless communication among employees. Email servers efficiently manage email delivery, storage, and retrieval, ensuring reliable communication. D. Web services. Web services are used for integrating various applications and systems within the network. This enables data exchange and enhances the organization's ability to offer web-based services to users. Progress check.
Thanks for watching. For more information, like, comment, and subscribe our channel.